Kuzar, everybody, welcome to a weird Fallout video today. I've got back into doing Fallout 4 to offset the fact that there's not a lot of content currently out for 76 due to the fact that I've completed pretty much everything in the game. So I'm offsetting it with Fallout 4, but I'm still doing 76 stuff, and I'm loving it. As soon I got back onto it like 2 days ago, and I just started building. And oh my god, the amount of things in the game are so beautiful, and the mods and all that fun stuff, that I decided to build something pretty basic that you can all copy along at home. And it's actually really simple. It needs 3 tiers, just the way I set it up, but I'm pretty sure you can actually do it on just 2 tiers. So, you know, a ground floor and a first floor. You don't really need a second floor, but I decided to make this, which is, and I'm going to call it, Big Bill's Bullet Boutique. Yes, quadruple B's. Big Bill's Bullet Boutique. Just for a bit of fun. So I actually set it up like it was like an American gun. There's like places in America that you can buy guns that also manufacture guns in-house. So I wanted to set it up like it's something like that. You know, it's a factory, but it's also a shop. And trust me, there are a lot of mods on the PS4 that have so many added just decorations, like these cardboard boxes right here. They're not even in the base game, and there's just a mod for them, and it's beautiful. There's a mod for these crates, for these pallets, for these barrels. All this stuff is beautiful. I'm so happy that it's in the game. I wish 76 had like this level of detail when it comes to like designing buildings, the manufacturing process, and all this kind of stuff. I love this. But as you can see, back in my little thing down there, I built a 10mm production facility. It's 2-tiered only because I couldn't figure out in the it's kind of a rush build, okay? So I couldn't figure out the best way to combine 2 conveyor belts onto 1 conveyor belt that would allow the feeding of the resources into the ammo factory. So what I decided to do was add on an extra floor, and from that extra floor drop down onto the conveyor belt one of the resources needed. By the way, this is another thing from one of the mods, this mini nuke crate. It's absolutely beautiful. Seriously, now is the perfect time to get back into Fallout 4 if you have it, because not a lot of content coming out for 76 at the moment. There's only one major update coming. That's, you know, Seasons coming up in a couple of days. So Fallout 4, just something to play in the background, is absolutely perfect right now. And especially for the fact that you can build stupid stuff like this. Or a Nuka-Cola factory like I built ages ago. But yeah, I decided as well to put the mannequins in to make it look like people are actually working on the conveyor line, doing like quality checks and stuff. Because it's got a little bit of a Willy Wonka style, you know, checking out the stuff as it goes past. But let's fucking turn on this. Let's turn on this system so I can show you how it works. So at the top we have lead being fed in through a toolbox, and then it comes around the corner, drops down a rolly slider. It doesn't move. It just literally, that has no power. It just, your stuff slides down it. It's great. And from there it joins onto the second conveyor belt. On the second conveyor belt we have the same setup as above, but instead of pulling out lead, it's pulling out fertilizer, which are the only 2 things needed for this, and they combined pretty much almost in sync, which is absolutely beautiful. Just look at that synchronicity right there. And once that's happened, they feed into the ammunition factory, which produces the 10mm, and once that 10mm has been fully produced, which takes about 3 seconds I think, it drops out and lands on the final conveyor belt, which drags it along next to the main counter in the front room and drops it into a bathtub, so you can get free samples and you don't have to just have it all stored in a little container. You can just pop and buy, pick a bunch of it up, and if you leave it for like 3 days, you'll just have an entire room full of 10mm. So it's funny that way. But seriously, Fallout 4, really good time to get back into it. There's mods coming up for Fallout 4, and I believe Bethesda's doing a mod showcase at some point coming up, which is set on the main menu. But I'm getting back into Fallout 4. It's going to offset my Fallout 76 content as well as my Minecraft content and other games that I plan on playing down the line. But seriously, if you have Fallout 4 uninstalled, but you still have it on disc or on digital, download it, install it, have a bunch of fun with it. Seriously, now is the perfect time. But apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed my little 10mm ammo factory that you can feel free to take and use if you download or even have Fallout 4 still installed. But you guys, obviously, know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe. Please go check out my other content on my other videos. And as always, stay awesome.